What is up to all 1,700 of y'all? Where did y'all come from? Like, wow, 1,700 people. 1,700 people. I went from maybe like 500 to 1,700. This is big. This is magnanimous. This is heavy, and I can't help but say thank you all yet again. Like 1,700. Wow, 1,700. I wait. Can I get 2,000? Is it possible to get 2,000? Is 300 more people gonna see me and be like, maybe? Like, nah, I'm getting too ahead of myself. This probably might be the peak right here. But a quick update about my financial situation. Obviously, I'm getting more hours at my job. Okay, I don't know what it is. I don't know what the circumstances entail, but I am getting more hours at my job, so I will be getting paid a little bit more. Also, I mean, like, also, I did pay my rent. My rent is paid for now, because I did get paid, this past Friday. So there's that, and I'm really having a hard time processing that. It's like so I am getting more hours. I am getting a better a better grasp on things a little bit, and like, wow, you guys are 1,700 of y'all. Like, to put this in perspective, for a long time YouTube was my rant space. I just go in, I just scream to the void and just go on about my day. This is the thing that's keeping me sane. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I don't really do much of anything. I can barely afford to do anything, and I don't ever want to. I don't want to drink. I don't want to do drugs. I don't want to do any of those things because of the fact that, like, I mean, first off, mainstream. I mean, everybody does it. Yeah. But also because of the fact that it has taken, like, these things have taken the lives of multiple people. Like, I would sooner think that like, these things are, like, it ruins everything about you. One of the things that I get a lot on my in that video, one of the common things that I get is move out of the city that you're in, and pursue another job elsewhere. And I can't explain enough how out of touch this is. Like, a lot of people really don't take into consideration exactly how much it costs to move somewhere, and how much planning you have to do, and what you have to do in order to make that thing happen. Like, there's a lot that goes in. I can't just pack up my car and just move. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still need a place to live when I get to wherever it is I'm getting to. And that place is going to probably be a little bit more than $700 than what I'm paying here. That any other place I probably might go to is going to probably cost a little bit more. I probably might get a job that might pay me a little bit less. It's way too easy to go out of the frying pan and into the fire, because every city has their own little hiccup like this. And also, let's be real, I've had bad history applying for jobs before. I should know this because I told y'all in the other video that I am currently applying for jobs and looking for other jobs, and I'm not getting anything. Do you see what I'm saying? The challenge here is not that. The challenge here is getting a better job. But on a good foot, like I said, I'm getting more hours at my current job. So, and I did pay my rent. So things are slowly looking up. But the big reason why I don't really, I don't really want to leave this place. I don't want to leave this town because I have been a big fan of like, if you go into my older videos and go into my secondary channel, I have been a fan of professional wrestling for a really long time. A really long time. My first video I ever posted on YouTube, not from this channel, but from my other channel. The very first video I ever had on YouTube, I've ever put on YouTube, is me flipping around in my friend's ring. And my friend had a wrestling ring, and I'm just up in there just practicing my flips. And literally the very first comment I ever got on YouTube was, "You just right out suck, mate. Go ahead and get some training and do better." I don't even know what that guy's doing anymore. Like, I'm pretty sure it was just like a kid just being annoying. But it was just one of those things that just sort of like it annoyed me because it prepared me for just how annoying the internet can actually be, because everybody apparently just like, people are so inclined to just be negative and be mean to each other on here. Like, I don't get that. It's like, I'm a complete stranger to you. You have no clue what I do outside of what you just saw. But you saw a clip of me and just immediately decided that's the thing that you're gonna bash and trash me for that. Come on, man. Meet me halfway or leave me alone, right? The friend who had a wrestling ring in his backyard, his name is Cameron Calloway. And we were, like I said, he was like literally the first person I ever been in a wrestling ring with, because it was his ring, so he knew how to wrestle. He practiced wrestling. He was training himself and learning from other people and stuff like that. We was in this thing for a long, like, he was in this thing a lot longer than me. So so it definitely, it says a lot about him that, like, I 100% believe that he is one of the best wrestlers to ever step foot out of our hometown. He had a lot of cool things to do. He was doing a lot of awesome stuff. And he was like one of my friends. Like, why do I get bad news right before a video blog? You know what I'm saying? Because I was told, and I need this to be a lie. I need this to be fake. I need this to not be real. If you've ever seen any of my older videos, you know I don't handle death well. I was told that my probably the closest thing I have to a brother in professional wrestling, Cameron Calloway, I was told that he's no longer with us. And I need that to be a lie. I need that to be a lie. I need that to be fake. Because he was a better wrestler than I was. He had skill. He had talent. He was so good in the ring. I should have been a better friend. I should have talked to him a lot more. Clearly, the older we got, our ideologies and our viewpoints on things actually changed somewhat. It changed gratuitously. And, I'm straight edge, and I don't really, there's a lot of things that I would like to see with all of my senses. And he liked the party. He liked to experiment with the leafy greens. And that was just never my thing. Like, more power to you for doing it, but I would never want to do that. It's so mainstream. Everybody does it. I need to believe that this is fake, because it feels like I don't want to make it about me. It just feels like I've lost so many important people so far. I had a whole plan about what I was going to do too. I was going to start wrestling. I was going to wrestle on TV. And I was going to have a wrestler that I'm feuding with go, I dug into your past, and I know somebody who is going to take you out, who has been wanting to beat you up for a long time. And ladies and gentlemen, it's this man. And I wanted to be Cameron. And Cameron just walks out. And I won't even know that. I wouldn't know that it's him, so I would be genuinely surprised. And we would have a match. It would go however it had to go. I'll probably even let him win. I'll let him take the win. And then afterwards, I'll be like, whoa, man, it's so good to see you. It's been forever. How have you been? I had a whole plan. Why do my plans keep getting interrupted like this? I don't want to make it about me. It's not about me. He was a great wrestler. He was a cool guy. And he's done a whole lot. And I can easily say that one of the biggest reasons why we stopped talking was because he was doing so much cool stuff that I got jealous of him. He got a chance to see Superfly Jim Snuka before he passed. He got a chance to see wrestlers that I wanted to see, you know, and I was just so jealous of him. I still spoke to him every now and again, but I only spoke to him when he spoke to me because I always assumed that he was busy. I needed to be a prank because he does pranks sometimes. He does make jokes sometimes. He does do silly pranks and stuff like that. I want to be able to go on my next video and say, you know, he got me. He got me. I can't believe he revealed how much I genuinely care about him on this thing. I need this to be a prank. I'm gonna be waiting for him to say, "Gotcha, didn't I?" And I'll be like, "Man, you know you're gonna get in trouble legally for this stuff, right?" It's got to be a joke. It's got to be. It's a mean joke, but every joke is mean nowadays. Every joke is mean nowadays. So just. Okay. All right. Okay, so the with my other video that I had, I'm trying to with my other video that I had, I've been getting a lot of people coming from the I hope y'all don't mind. I just if I become like okay. All right. So but yeah, show must go on, right? Okay. It's a prank. He's pranking me. He's pranking me. You got me. You got me though. Okay, you got me. All right. So, but yeah, like in the other video that I had, the one that went viral, right? I've been getting a lot of I don't want to say traction, but a lot of engagement from like the finance bros, mass mutual funds, money markets. Why don't you get into Bitcoin investor success guys? You know what I'm saying? You know the type, right? And it's been they've been very like. If that system works for you and you became successful from it, more power to you. But I've tried that thing before. I need y'all to understand. I've been on YouTube for a long time, but I've been on the internet for a little bit longer. I've devoted bits and pieces of money to these little investment things and all this other stuff, and nothing came from it. You know what I mean? Well, it's because you didn't do this or you didn't do that. You didn't. No. It's because I put money into those things to begin with. That's the mistake I made. Okay, that's the mistake I made. You're not gonna trick me into investing in the thing that you did. Okay. And that's the whole issue. So you're not going to make me. You're not going to make me. You're not going to make me put money into something just because you put money into it. It works for me, so it should work for you. Doesn't work on me, because I'm aware that we are two different people. What's going to work for you might not work for me, and vice versa. You don't want to be a professional wrestler, do you? I'm not gonna do a moonsault and be like, oh, because I can do a moonsault, you can do a moonsault. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you in a ring and I'm gonna help you physically do the moonsault. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I like. It's a very, like I said, it's very tone deaf to just immediately assume. Like, you know, have you considered Bitcoin? No, the guy who is one of the most successful people of it got arrested for bank fraud. No. The money market thing, it just sounds like something that benefits. It sounds like one of those things that benefits only rich people. So it's very frustrating to me that it seems like it's very, like, if I can't give you $1 and you give me back $2, like I don't understand how that goes. If I can give you $1 and you can't give me back $2, and it's a scam to me. If I can't take the money out that I put in, it's a scam to me. You know what I'm saying? You making all this money. This thing that I'm putting the money into is making all of the money already. I'm supposed to be able to, like, because at the end of the day, it's just celebrated banks. You know, you're supposed to put money into it, and your money's supposed to, like, you know, grow due to interest, and then you're supposed to be able to take that money out. Well, the fact of the matter is that, like, if I can't take the money out, if you're not giving me money as quickly as I need the money, then I'm not going to do that stupid thing that you're trying to get me to do. I need to spend my money on things that's going to help me immediately. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to wait a year to become a millionaire. You know the type. You know the type. You know, like they say, you know, if you get right down to the nitty gritty of it and work towards what you need to work on, then you're going to become a millionaire in 2 years tops. I guarantee it. You know what I'm saying? You got to work the system, and you got to do what I tell you to do. You got to be able to have leverage and and then I throw all this financial jargon at you. And, you know, it's just like, it's a whole bunch of crap. It's just you're putting money into something, and it's either a scam or it's either they're scamming you or the thing that they're suggesting is scamming you. And I'm not trying to get scammed anymore. My whole thing is I'm trying to make sure that I'm wearing black. I just realized that. And I'm like, you know, I'm not trying to get con, tricked, and scammed anymore. You're not going to tell me to put money into the market and, like, because at the end, like I say, no. Because it also, what a lot of people fail to understand is you could also lose money doing that. You could put money into the thing, and all of a sudden the money, whoop, goes down. I don't need that kind of mess in my life, okay? Like, you're talking about added risk or whatever. I don't need that. I need to be able to put money into something, get money out of it, and apply that money to something else. If you are successful from this whole money market thing, then why don't you just give people the money? You know? Like, why don't you start an account for that person and then just give them the money that they earned in their name that you helped them get? Tell them, you know, like, take a little bit out so you can say that's your cut, and then just give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to get them to do this, like, first of all, the hyper complexity is a weapon of the bourgeois. You know what I'm saying? If something is really complicated, that means that it's supposed to benefit the people it's supposed to benefit a certain type of people. And if you don't understand those things, you're not that certain type of person. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be complicated to make money in this country. You're supposed to be able to just supposed to be able to work and get the money. That's it. Not invest money into these finance things where they turn out to be scams and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm watching American Greed right now. It's just scam after scam after joke after con after joke after scam after, like, and it's always these guys who always do this stuff. And let's not forget the success bro community. They're terrible people. They are, like, they're terrible people because because like they're usually overcompensating for something, but they're usually trying to make as much money as possible to overcompensate in some fashion for something. uh is usually, like, I don't know, like the fact that they can't, the fact that they're single. That's usually the big one. So they like, they make all this money, but they hate women, or they're mentally unstable. So they make all this money, and they're like, they're hyper religious, and they literally use that religion as a means to push some other terrible view or something like that. Or they're like bigoted in some fashion. So they're like trying to use their success as a means to say, I'm successful because I vote Republican and you should too. You know what I'm saying? Some crap like that. And it's like, these are the things that people tend to forget. Like, it's very screwed up that, like, it's very, like, screwed up that, like, it's really easy for people, like, successful people tend to do a lot of terrible things, and sometimes we tend to give them a pass for it because we think that what they're doing is leading to more of their personal success. So we think, oh well, they're not doing something bad, they're doing something good enough to benefit from it. And it's like, no, they're just doing something bad, and the good stuff, the benefits that they have is protecting them from any repercussions. And you're just sitting there like, no, that's not what it is. It's just like, I don't like I just need y'all to understand, if like this the these that community, I don't trust them. A lot of times they're usually like red pillars, or incels, or sociopaths, or scammers, or liars. And it's really, really, really hard to because I feel like the good ones will not try to tell you to invest, but they'll tell you what it means to invest. They wouldn't try to demand that you make more money, because it feels really predatory to see a video of me, like, like being frustrated about how much money I'm not getting, and the first thing you say is, have you considered trying to invest into this thing I got? I'm just sitting here like, I don't have any money to invest in anything. It's okay, we'll wait until you do. I'm sorry, I don't have any money. I keep telling you this. Shoot. And they always try to make it sound like a motivational speech, because to mask out what you actually need to do. Like, it's always, if you want millions today, you better go ahead and try to get this course. This course is going to be the thing that's going to change your life forever, and you will be able to. All you have to do is follow this course right down to the letter, and you'll be able to. The thought is still in my head. I just gotta wait for the call. I gotta wait till tomorrow. Wait for the call. But yeah, like I said, like I said, if it works for you, fine, that's great, wonderful. But if it works for me, so it will definitely work for you perspective, that doesn't work on me, because I've seen things work for other people before that would never work for me. And it's high time that we really, as a society, just need to stop using that as a perspective to make things work the way that they need to work. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't always apply. Like, you and I are two different people, two different backgrounds, two different circumstances, two different different everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna tell you, hey, it worked for me, so it should totally work for you. No, I'm gonna try to help you. I'm gonna try to help you. You're like, I'm not gonna be like, it works for me, so it should work for you. I'm just gonna tell you, if you want to do it, I will help you to do the thing that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I This video is much longer than the others, and I apologize, but I got a lot to process right now. So if you made it to this part, thank you. But this is the end of it. Love, peace, and happiness to every one of y'all out there. Also, how y'all doing today? Like how are you doing? Comment below if you made it this far and decided to answer this question. Also, don't forget to check out my other videos. I mean, like, like I might be getting the AdSense thing pretty soon if y'all decide to watch my videos for like 600 more hours. I know that's a lot to ask for, but I'd appreciate it. 1,700. Wow. Love, peace, and happiness to all of y'all though. Y'all be easy.